Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. As promised, in this video I will be using the Note 10s by Redmi to play some various games and see how it does in gaming. Starting off, the Redmi Note 10s is your typical mid-ranger from Redmi with a nice screen and nice hardware. The device feels solid in hands, and if you want any more in-depth details about the device, I would like to refer you to my full review, which has gone up before this one and you can find on my channel. Now, important for this video is of course the internals of the device. So let's look at the CPU. This device is powered by the MediaTek G95, and that is a mid-range processor. And you can see that it has two more advanced cores, the A76, and 6 efficiency cores, the A55s. It's a 64-bit ARM instruction set, and it has a total of 8 CPU cores. The device is supported by 6 GB of RAM, and it has 128 GB of storage. It's pretty interesting. I've downloaded some few games, and now you can see that the total internal storage free space is about 50 GB. Let's now take a look at the first game, and that will be actually a game that, funnily enough, isn't available anymore on iOS. Fortnite. This of course is all due to the big feud between Epic Games and Apple. So you can see a mid-range device on Android, in this case the Redmi Note 10s with a G95 MediaTek chipset, is capable of starting and running and supporting Fortnite, as we shall see in a minute. You do see that it takes a little bit of time to load on a mid-range device, but let's go ahead and play, shall we? And again, we can see the device has some loading times. So you can see the graphics on here are plenty, and there's relative sharpness. Everything is relatively smooth as well. Let's just see if we can see anything about the graphics. So you can see that this device has mid-range capabilities and up to 30 frames. As you can see, again, Fortnite seems perfectly playable. And I've stuck the landing, I believe. Again, no real lag. Graphics are acceptable as well. The AMOLED screen has plenty of contrast. Right. I must admit I'm not very experienced at this game, but from what I can sense, it does look really good on this device. Well, that was a bit of Fortnite. As you can see, it's fully functional and works like a charm. Next up, let's do another popular mobile game, PubG. So here we have some PubG action going on. As you can see, this looks pretty good also. So as we're on the plane, you can see again that the graphics are very, very nicely done. You can actually go into the graphics settings and we see that it is HD quality with a high frame rate. So those are nice settings. You can of course go to HDR Fortunately, we cannot change the graphics in-game, and we would have to restart. Well, I have to say this mechanic is quite similar to the other game we just played, which was Fortnite. But again, you can see graphics are doing really well. The game is perfectly playable at an acceptable frame rate as well. Now landed, let's see if we can get some consumables. Well, it looks like I killed somebody. And as you can see, I successfully was able to murder somebody on this game. Let's move on to the next game. Next, let's go with one of the most popular games as well of this moment, Genshin Impact. Notoriously heavy for any device. You can place the settings as high as you want to, but it's of your own accord because your device may overheat and cause the game to slow down. Loading the game happens pretty swiftly, I must say. As I was saying, it was pretty swiftly. There we are. So we can actually go into graphics here. And you can see it's slightly overclocked. I've put all the resolution, shadow effects, visual effects, and special effects on low. With environment detail on medium, but frames per second on 60 frames per second. And as you can see, everything looks pretty smooth. But we do see some judder here and there. But as you can see, the detail and the movement is pretty smooth. Although it doesn't look like it can reach the 60 frames per second. So what I'll do is I will increase all other graphics, or we can actually do a preset. Medium settings is recommended for this device. So we see render resolution at medium, shadow quality at medium, visual effects at medium, special effects at on medium, and the frames per second on 30. So really, for a mid-range device, that really isn't bad. The game still looks delightful. There's still some hiccups in the shadows when moving from shadows to light, but it really looks alright. Let's see if we can have a fight here with these guys. And again, that looked very, very smooth. Switch out characters. That also happens incredibly smooth. So Genshin Impact again. Is very, very playable on this device. Not on the highest settings, but medium settings are more than sufficient. Okay, I guess it's time to run. Again, very playable, very enjoyable Genshin Impact on the Note 10s. Let's move on to the next game. This game is taking quite a while to verify and load. Let's just wait until we get a game. Well, in this game I'm sort of a killer. And people is quite fast. Well, not a very interesting game, I must say. Let's now try one of the simpler games. This is a game I feel Crash Bandicoot, with its platform, tracking, basic gameplay, should have been done years ago. As you can see, a game like this is no problem at all. Very easy game, very simple graphics, very easy for the phone to play. So I must say, all in all, the Note 10s can easily handle any game that you throw at it. Just note that of course not any game can be played on the highest settings on this device. But most games will be playable on low to medium settings. Perfectly fine without a hitch. So this has been my gaming video with the Note 10s. Kindly let me know in the comments which game you thought played the nicest on this device. And as always, stay tuned, and I'd much appreciate it if you subscribed to the channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Cheers!